Hey guys, ANCAP24 here, coming back with another video. Today we're going to be looking at drive corner for the Broncos Gun Snugs Formation Scheme series, and it's a play in which I believe is one of the best ones in the game, especially for the ability to have just a little bit of variety in it. It's got man beaters, it's got deep over the top beaters. Just for this formation scheme, I love having this play. It's definitely one of those that could be a base type play that you can come in and beat all coverages with. So let's go ahead and show it to you. Got a lot of different setups for this. I believe we've got a total of 5 setups that we're going to show you and give you some different ways to go down the field, beat your opponent close to the field, just do a lot of different things. So let's go ahead and show it to you here. And go ahead and just start with the first setup. The first setup is going to be put the X on a streak, put the A on a streak, and block your running back. So this is what it's going to look like. Alright, this is a cover 2 killer. Alright, I want to make sure that you know that right off the bat. It kills cover 2. Your easy dump off pass for man coverage is the B, so let's just get that out of the way right away. And the B is going to kill man every time. It's just got a unique angle. It's going to be able to get underneath, and then you can see just the separation and being able to get down the field just with the route combination that we put together. Really simple throw and go. Okay, now let's go ahead and show it against cover 2. Alright, cover 2, it's going to be an absolute killer. We're going to be able to put X on a streak, B on a actually A on a streak. Let's go ahead and set that again. A on a streak, X on a streak, block your running back. Okay, so against cover 2, what you're going to see is that this corner route with Y just absolutely annihilates it. Let's go ahead and show it to you here. He's going to be able to get down the field, and he got bumped twice on that play, causing me a little bit more timing on it. So let's go ahead and show it to you with a little better success here. Got you can see that he's not going to normally get bumped. I'm in a 2-4-5 defensive right there. Unfortunately, gets bumped a little bit more. Here's the throw. You're going to be able to catch the ball and get huge yardage against cover 2. Let me show it to you one more time against cover 2. See the consistency of it, and just know that against cover 2, you're going to be able to just annihilate it. And you can see here that you have that ability to throw it in the seam as well. Especially to the middle or the right side of the field. That guy's going to make that jump sometimes, and just read your coverage, go to Y or X. You're going to be able just to annihilate it, like I said before. And this is one of those cover 2 killers that I go to right away. That's why I like it as a base play. If I see cover 2, I'm really jumping on this and saying, hey, I'm going to force you out of cover 2. And then, you know, obviously with the man coverage beater there, you can see here he got held up a little bit, but it still helps you get in the end zone and just annihilate cover 2. Okay, so that's a start with that. So you'll be able to beat man with that easy route, cover 2 on both those routes. Let's go ahead and also show you that if it's a blitz cover 2 type situation where they're coming at you, you're still going to be able to hit this B route right off the bat here. And against cover 2, because he comes across there, and you're going to be able to get at least, you know, 7 to 10 yards on that, because it's a good dump off route in case you see any type of blitz off of the cover 2. Let's go ahead and show you against cover 3 now. And cover 3, we're going to attack a couple different ways. We're going to go ahead and put the X on a streak, the A on a streak as well, block your running back. And what you're going to be able to notice here is you're going to be able to get it to this X receiver or the Y receiver, depending on what happens with the Y receiver. Go ahead and show it to you here. If the Y gets bumped a lot, you're not going to be able to get it to this X like you do here, but that is the way we want to attack this. To see how open that is against cover 3. It happens more likely than not that happens that way. So you got the cover 2 over the top, now you got the cover 3 over the top. And I want to make sure you see that you had the man beater with the B. With this play here, if the Y gets tossed around like a ping pong ball, sometimes it doesn't happen that way. You can go ahead and see that you're going to be able to attack it different ways. Let me show it to you again here. I just got sacked that play. And you also have this A route sometimes is going to be able to be open against cover 3 depending on which guy the guy jumps. But the main read that you're hoping for is to hit this X receiver, because that's going to be the guy that's going to be the most wide open. Let's go here and show it a couple different times here. Now, this is, like I said, the best way to throw it. easy touchdown that way. There will be a couple times, depending on how good that free safety is, he'll jump that route, leaving the A wide open. Let's see if I can simulate it one more time. Just running a couple different ways here just so you can see what the possibilities are, but you can see how consistent the X receiver is going to be open. Let's go ahead and see it again here. And you can still throw that ball to the sides like that, even if he kind of makes a little bit. He can't go full-fledged. The reason why he can't go full-fledged as a free safety is he sees that in his zone as well. Even on this play, you'll see here, when he gets down here, see how there's two guys in his zone. They're equal distance. The guy on the right-hand side is a little bit closer to that hash mark. So he's kind of playing this, I want to go there, but I can't go full-fledged. Then I throw this ball to the left, and he just can't get there. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those, if you make the right throw, you can't get to that ball. But if he goes, you're going to see how the player on the right there is beating that man down the field. You can easily throw it over the top as well to that guy if the guy makes a full-fledged effort there. So that's against cover 3. And then also against cover 3, you go ahead and show both those guys. And then cover 4, you're just basically going ahead. I'm against cover 4 right now. On this setup itself, you're just going to dump it off to the B receiver. As soon as you see that right there, you're going to be able to get this guy around and have an easy 10-yard gain. So that's how the first setup is set up, guys, okay? So now let's go to the second setup. The second setup is going to be to take this A receiver, motion him to the left after you put him on a streak. You're going to put the B receiver on a streak, and you want to block your running back. Alright, so here's the setup. And what we're going to do is show you your man coverage beater now becomes your X route. Your X route is going to be a man coverage killer. And I'm going to go ahead and show it to you here. And goes ahead and beats this guy out to the outside very, very easily to be able to get the yardage right there, about 5 to 10 yards. Alright, so let's go ahead and show it to you again here. Now we're going to go against cover 2. Put that guy on a streak. Put this RB. Alright, there's the setup right there. Now we're in cover 2. What we're going to show you is against cover 2. We're going to have the same type success against it. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to beat it. If the A gets bumped here, you're going to go to the A receiver right down the seam because it's going to slow his route up and it's going to let the Y go ahead and get the attention of that free safety. If he doesn't, what we're going to do is we're going to be able to do two different plays. We can do the X on the bumper route if nobody's open, or be able to get to the Y. There's 3 different options. You really need to read it here. So the first option is we're looking to see is A. Is A going to be open? No. Let's go ahead and throw it to this bumper route and get him down the field after he hits the sidelines against cover 2. Now, if you go against a coverage like this, I'm just going to go ahead and change it to something like the odd, which put cover 2 here. You're going to see that this guy will be able to get bumped a little bit easier on this type. See how that guy plays over the top of him here? And that's where you're going to go more to the A receiver when you see that there. He gets bumped off the top. And actually that time, because the Y got bumped, he's the guy that you want to throw to. The Y got bumped, the guy ended up going there. So it's a 3-fold read. I want to make sure that you see all that and kind of show you exactly how you want to do it. And hopefully this game, Madden, has a little bit less predictability sometimes because of the way people illegally bump you down the field, but it is something that you can go ahead and be pretty familiar with. This time we're going to try to get to the A receiver, and the guy jumped his route, so now we're throwing it to the X receiver, and you're going to be able to see, you're kind of doing a 1-2 read there, and the fail-safe route on cover 2 is that bumper route. So I'm going to go ahead and keep on showing it to you until I can get it to show you how open this A gets as long as this Y doesn't get held up here. So just go ahead and show it to you one more time here. Hopefully I'll get it on this try. And probably not, because I knew it wasn't going to happen only because of the fact that the Y keeps on getting held up. So let's go ahead and show it to you maybe in this formation here. It all depends on what type of defense you have too. Different defenses line up differently. You can see on the 2-4-5, this guy's going to be held over the Y. It's going to be very hard for him to get bumped. So maybe if I put him over here, where the Y is going to get a free release on a different, like a different setup, you know, more of a nickel normal type situation, you're going to see that you're going to be able to Now get it to the A receiver because he got bumped, and you're going to be able to get him all the way down the field in the middle. It all depends on who gets down the field first, depending on who they get, but I wanted to show you all the options. So when you're looking at your defensive front, that's really, really important to see who you think is going to get bumped, who's going to get the free release in order to know who's going to be able to get open. Just little tips I want to show you guys as you watch. It's not all just about, you have to look at the little details, and sometimes knowing the details is who's going to get bumped off of the line of scrimmage goes a long way of how the play is going to work. So that's how it goes ahead and beats the cover 2. Now, let's go ahead and show you what against cover 3 that we can go ahead and do. What I like against cover 3 here is this bumper route. We're going to go ahead and put the same exact thing. You guys have heard me talk about the bumper route. In case you're watching this for the first time, it's when that X hits the sideline, he's going to go bump off the sideline and go up the field. So against cover 3, it's a highly used technique here. Once it gets up the field, you're throwing it right there, and you're going to be able to get that lead blocker for a good yardage after the catch as well. The way it's designed here is that when you go ahead and see the route combination here, you're going to see that the Y becomes that lead blocker for him because he's on that nice corner route. It's a little bit different than a hard, sharp corner. And you're going to be able to hit this X. Hopefully he doesn't get right there. And you're going to see that you're going to be able to get that guy right there and have a consistent throw on the bumper route for cover 3. Cover 4, I'm actually in cover 4 already. Let's go ahead and show you different ways that this can work as well. I like to use this cover 4 as a shot play. What I mean by that is, on this play, if you look at the A receiver is going to have a very good opportunity to beat his man down the field because that one safety on the left-hand side has to be a little hesitant on the Y route. If you time this right, you're going to be able to throw this perfectly over the top for an easy touchdown because he beats that man. Sometimes that guy reacts a little bit better, but when I call a shot play is you're going one-on-one with the free safety with nobody else around him. What that's really going to be able to do is give that ability to do a one-on-one aggressive catch with your number 1 receiver against a free safety if you time it wrong at the worst case scenario. If you time it right, he beats him. If you time it wrong, you're going for that aggressive catch in the middle of the field, which is very, very hard to play as a user, rather than on the sidelines where you can kind of position him to the inside. So here we go. Let me show it to you here. You want to go ahead and take a shot in this A. You throw this over the top, and kind of didn't show you very well there because I kind of threw it a little too early. Let me show it again here. And that was kind of the worst case scenario I could have shown you because the idea of this play is basically to be able to get this guy down the field by himself, nobody else. This is the way he does when he beats it down the field. You're going to have that easy touchdown. That's what you're looking for, okay? That's an easy touchdown against cover 4 if you time it correctly. If you don't time it correctly, which it's not an easy way to time it, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, sometimes I've tried this a lot, and I get great success with the play, but not always on the perfect timing. So if it's not perfect timing, what I want to do is get this over here with a ability to have a one-on-one opportunity with that guy with nobody else around him. So let me show it to you one more time. Hopefully I get a better timing on it so you can see how it works when it's just when you can go ahead and beat him down the field. But again, like if you don't beat him down the field, see this time I'm going to be able to have that one-on-one aggressive catch with that guy. He's trying to come from the left side of the field. You can see that you're always going to get inside position because he's got to worry about the Y first. Now he realizes this is his guy. If he comes over here, he's going to be on the back side here, and I'm able to get position, and this guy really has no ability to make a great play on the ball. He can knock the ball out if you got a good user, but it's worth on a cover 4 type look that, you know, if you're looking at just trying to make a ability to have an ability to go down the field and say, you know what, I'm taking a chance at it. This time I want to beat him down the field and get the easy touchdown. So that's the why I drew it up there. It is a nice ability. Yeah, I got Julio Jones. If you have a number 1 receiver that you can kind of rely on, that's definitely a play that I like to throw in there against cover 4. Straight down the seam, it is a killer there. However, if it doesn't look open, You can do the same exact thing here, and we can use the bumper route on cover 4 to be able to also get lots of yardage here. So he goes here, hits the bumper, and now he goes up the field, and that's just a terrible throw. But if you go ahead and you get the throw right, let's go ahead and show it to you. If you get the throw right, you're going to be able to have the same success on the bumper route that you do on the cover 3. And let's go ahead and show it to you here. There it is. You can see now you're going to be able to get, that's a 30-yard gain on the bumper route. Yes, this play does need some time to develop. We're going to leave our running back in, so we got 6 blockers. A lot of times in cover 4, you're not rushing more than 3 to 4 guys, so you do have numbers as far as being able to keep your blocking up, but I want to make sure that that is some options that you see. Now, let's show you a little bit different option here in case somebody's blitzing or showing a lot of pressure that you can use on this play, and this is why I like this play because it's so versatile, right? All we're going to do here is just do one little adjustment, right? All we're going to do is put B on a hitch. I know it sounds very, very simple, but look how this play develops when you put B on a hitch. The A has an outside release, and he's going to go and take the attention because he gets up the field and to the outside pretty much 2 of those 3 guys in front of him. The RB is going to kick the guys to the right. It's a unique route by the RB because it gets up the field and to the right-hand side, not to the line of scrimmage. It goes about 2 to 3 yards past and ends its route about the 5-yard mark right there. You see at the 45 on the sidelines. That's going to give you an ability to get this B receiver wide open. I like to use this on 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 type situations, especially if you're in hurry up. Come back to this. He goes ahead and hits this. It's a nice little spot route combination spacing type situation where he's going to be wide open. That's against cover 4. Let's go ahead and show you again cover 3. All you're doing is putting the B on the hitch. Against cover 3, here we go. And that time I actually didn't throw it the way I didn't go here. Get this guy, get down. Kuechly's making me look bad. It does work in cover 3. I just want to make sure you see it here. And oh, that's against cover 4. My bad. Let's go ahead and show you cover 3 again. And this is cover 3. If you wait just a half a second longer on cover 3, the attention of the guy, the middle linebacker, is supposed to go on the A receiver. What I'm doing wrong here is I'm trying to throw it too quickly. He's going to, because if you look at cover 3 as a whole, that guy's in that zone. When the A goes into it, I'm going to show it to you here. A goes into it, he's got to go backwards and into that zone. I'm throwing it too quickly, and that's why it's not happening. So I want to make sure you understand that against cover 3. You want to wait a little bit longer, and that's where it's thrown. So to avoid any type of mess, I want to make sure that you understand that. It's a little bit different than a cover 4 look. Cover 2 right here, and sometimes I make mistakes when I do the videos, and I want to make sure that I'm not perfect, but at least if I teach you to the right way and show you why it works, it kind of works the same way. Here's cover 2. Same exact difference. The guy's going to be wide open and get your easy yardage. So especially when you do like a no huddle situation, you can definitely just torture player in all sorts of ways. You can start with this, they go ahead and that, and then we beat cover 2 over the top. It's a headache, the amount of things that you can do on this. Now, your man beater on this is going to be the X receiver. You're going to be able to go ahead and just torch man coverage on this and be able to get down the sidelines. Even though Norman's a better DB than Hankerson is wide receiver, you're still going to have that ability because that huge break, right? So here it is again. You can also see on man coverage, you're going to be able to use, I didn't do the, let me go back to this. I didn't put the B on the hitch. You're going to be able to hit that guy in the middle as well. In case you don't realize it's man coverage right away and you miss the opportunity to throw it to the X receiver. That A receiver has a unique route that he's going to be able to beat man coverage as well right there. So I like to have that in there as well and make sure you know if you miss that it's man coverage right away to the X, then you're going to go ahead there. But my ideal situation is when I'm reading this, the first thing I'm looking for is I'm looking at the left DB and the left receiver. Is it man coverage? It is. I can get that. If not, I'm going to throw it to the A, if I miss it, depending on how that works. But that's how it works on man coverage. All right. So that is setup number 2. Now we're going to go ahead. My bad. That's setup number 3. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you setup number 4, which is 8.4 on your guide. And what we're going to do here is we're going to put the A on a fade. We're going to put the B on a curl, and we're going to motion him to the right. And we're going to do a curl flat streak combination here. And I'm liking this RB out of the backfield. It's really a nice route to be able to beat this because that takes the attention of the players. This is a good situation where we're going to be able to beat most of our coverages with this right away. You can beat man coverage, you can beat cover 3 and cover 4 with this setup right here. Let me show you against cover 4 right now. You're going to see that the RB goes there. He just sits, and you're going to throw it there. You kind of want to do a little bit better timing. I kind of let him sit there a little bit too long. Let's go ahead and show it here again. And you want to be able to hit him right away, right there, and get your yardage against cover 4. Now, against, here we go. Against cover 3, we're going to do the same exact thing. Put the B on a curl, put the A on a flat. Here we got cover 3 going on. It's going to be the same thing because you're going to get the same attention of that guy. And you're going to throw it right there. And you're going to be able to get up the field as well against cover 3. Let's go show you against cover 2. And you're going to see against cover 2 that you're basically going to have a little bit more struggles, and I want to make sure you know that. You're going to see here that that guy stays right there in that zone. See how that works? So against cover 2, you're not going to see that. Now, what I want to show you is that against cover 2, what you want to do is notice that if you misread it and it's cover 2, it's not the end of the world. And I want to make sure, this is kind of what I want to teach you to make sure that you know where our fail-safe routes are. You're going to be able to see, okay, I think it's cover 2. Oh, crap, it's not cover 2. And you can't throw it to him. You want to look at the bumper route on the left-hand side with the X receiver. So here, cover 2, uh-oh, that guy's not open. And now we're going to be throwing to that bumper route as long as we have some time. The problem is, guys, I'll be honest, is if it is cover 2 and you misread it, you're going to have a little bit of time issues because by the time that happens, you're going to be you might get sacked because it does take a little time to develop. So let's go here and show it to you. Right here, I'm looking at it. The guy's not open. I'm like, uh-oh. Now I'm throwing it to this guy right here. And that guy made a... Not sure why that guy made as good of a play, but that play will be open, and that is your receiver that you're going to hit. I want to make sure that I show it, because cover 2, I don't have it on the play call sheet because it is a tough thing, but I want to make sure that I show you that it can be beaten, and you really want to do a different setup if it is cover 2, but if you misread it, now you're going to be able to beat the cover 2 right there. That is your throw that you're going to try to attack. It's not the best option in the world, but it is an option that I want to show to you just in case it works. Now, if you're going to run this, I would run it from the left side a little bit more because that bumper route's going to be a little bit better for you when it comes to, and this isn't going to take any change on the right-hand side of the field, but against cover 2, you're going to have the ability to have that bumper be a little bit more able to get a little bit quicker. And you can see, that's how I'm throwing it if I misread it. So it's not the end of the world, but it isn't your best option. You want to make sure that you know everything going into it, okay? So that's how that works. That's how it beats man. That's how it beats cover 3 and cover 4. Not a great cover 2 look, but definitely have that ability to beat it if you need to. Alrighty, so basically, let's go to the last setup here now. This is going to be 8.5. What you're going to do here on this play is you're going to take the A, put him on a streak, you're going to put the B, put him on a fade, and you put the Y, and you're going to motion him from left to right, okay? Then you're going to block your running back. If you see what I just did, I just sort of made a verticals play. But not only did I make a verticals play, I have a verticals play with a man beater on the left-hand side with this X receiver. So the first thing you see, if it's man coverage, which it is right here, you hit this X receiver, and you get your 7 to 8 yards pretty easily, okay? So that's the first setup. Now the second setup, let's go ahead and move this guy over. A on a streak, B on a fade. Alrighty. And we're going to go ahead and attack cover 3 on this one now. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to try to hit this streak. Okay, now let me go ahead and show it to you here. You're going to see that the Y is going to get the attention to the left, and you're going to be able to throw this ball right in the middle against cover 3 because of the way everybody splits. That the left receiver, which is in the middle of the field here, is going to attack this free safety, okay? And you're going to see that he, right here, has to go that way. Now, on cover 3, these guys, you see what just end up being, goes this way, and he gets widened out, and that guy tries to cover that guy. That's just not going to happen, and that's why this guy is going to be wide open in the middle of the field. All right? Let's go ahead and show it to you one more time. Cover 3, A on a streak, B on a... And we're going to move this guy over. And let's go ahead and look here. And here we go. And you're going to see how wide open this guy gets in the middle of the field. That is a cover 3 killer. Now, let's go ahead and show you how to make it to where the guy attacks the right guy. Let's go ahead and show it here again. Cover 3. Same exact formation, same exact setup. And this time we're going to take a step to the right with our quarterback. Just one tiny little step to the right, and let's see what happens here. That time it did the same exact thing. Let's see here. A lot of times what we can do is, let's just move it to the left a little bit. By moving to the right with your quarterback, you're going to be able to get the guy to jump the A route, leaving the Y wide open. Okay, let's go ahead and show it to you. Sometimes it works from the middle of the field, but most of the time, if you're to the left-hand side, it works a little bit better. So what we're going to do here is take a step to the right, and the guy's still going to the left-hand guy. I had some good success doing this earlier, and I want to make sure that, see if I can do it here. But it looks like what's happening is that the Y receiver is getting a free release, and because he's getting a free release, that and the B is the Y receiver is getting a free release. A is not the guy's jumping the Y. If it was a situation where I move over, let's see if I can move these linebackers over a little bit. Can't do it. Okay, where that guy gets bumped, then you're going to have that ability to do so. But let's go ahead and show it to you again and see that obviously how consistent it is to the A receiver. I'm trying to get it to the Y here because I know it does work sometimes with the Y. And again, you're going to see that this guy is wide open. So obviously against cover 3, this is just an annihilator of a play. You're going to be able to kill it, but don't disregard the Y receiver because there will be times where the guy will jump the A receiver and the Y receiver will be open, and I don't want you to feel like at the end of the day you got the wrong information that the A is going to be the only guy open every time. The Y will be open on occasion, but just not going to happen today. So you can see how open this guy gets on cover 3, guys. So hopefully you like this video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Please reach out to me for a play call sheet. You're going to want to get all these plays, guys, to be honest with you. You're going to see that you're going to want to be able to track all these type setups that I'm doing, and on a play call sheet is really the only way where you can go into the field and just say, you know what was that again? I've already listed it for you, been able to really do it. This video kind of shows you, what type of things that you would have to remember, and this play call sheet will definitely get you that. So appreciate the views, appreciate the support that y'all been giving me. Hit me up, antcap24 at yahoo.com for a play call sheet. Put yourself in the raffle for the introduction video. Give away a free play call sheet every 50 likes. So go ahead and raffle that off. Again, like I said, hit that like button. Appreciate you.